Good afternoon, children. Welcome to 6th standard online class. Hope you are all safe by the grace of God. Look at this picture. Very beautiful, right? Very colorful also. We are able to see variety of animals. Am I right? Do you like animals? How many of you are raising pet animals at your home? Do you like pet animals very much? Yes. Today we are going to start the new unit 5, the world of animals. So as we have discussed, this animals is also living organisms. That's why this lesson comes under biology. Do you understood, children? So in the previous class we have studied about plants, and this class we are going to discuss about animals. Okay, children? So do you all like to hear story? Here we start our lesson with a story. Okay, children. The National School, Nallur, organized a field trip to a nearby village called Anekadu. The students were so happy to see a village with ponds, streams, green fields and coconut trees. With the help of their teacher, students were allowed to go around. One of them saw two birds building a nest. Where do the birds build nest and why? So what are the things saw by the students? The students saw the ponds, streams, green fields and coconut trees. Okay. So let us continue. Children saw a number of butterflies fluttering near the flowers. The air was so fresh, calm, so quiet and so relaxing. They came across a pond in distance. So at first what they saw butterflies and also fresh air. They can't saw, but they felt the fresh air. And they came across a pond. The pond had some water. The pond had some water. Floating on the water were dark green lotus leaves. A green frog was leaping from one lotus leaf to another, making a croaking sound. A girl spotted a rabbit with a short tail. So, are you all able to imagine this situation, children? Yes, that sounds good. You have heard the story, isn't it? Can you make a list of the animals seen by the children? Were they all similar? In what way they are similar? Yes, you make a list of animals. Make a list of animals and you discuss whether they are all similar and in what way they are all similar. Okay, children? Yes. This will get into our topic. So this discussion will turn to a new word which is called biodiversity. Biodiversity. In the living world, a lot of diversity is seen both in animals and plants. But what is diversity? Diversity is nothing but difference. Diversity is nothing but what, children? Difference. Okay. A lot of difference in both in animals and plants. Every plant is and every animal is unique. So, every plant and animal is unique. It is called biodiversity. So, each plant and animal is unique, and this different varieties of plants, the presence of different varieties of plants and animals is called biodiversity. Do you understand, children, what is biodiversity? Yes. So, biodiversity may be defined as the variety and variability among living organisms and habits in which they live. So, biodiversity is defined as the variety and variability among living organisms and the habitats in which they live. They understood biodiversity means different varieties of living organism. That covers the word biodiversity. Have you studied in your social? What is that? Unity in diversity. Have you heard this lines? Unity in India is mainly defined as unity in diversity, isn't it? What do you mean by that? Unity in diversity means though we differs by our language, dress, culture, food, but all are Indians, isn't it? Similarly, plants also has different, each plant is unique in its structure and their capabilities, but they all comes under the category of plants. Is it understood, children? Yes. Biodiversity includes a variety of ecosystems such as those that occur in deserts, forests, mountains, lakes and agriculture fields. So this biodiversity is present in various variety of ecosystems. What are all the ecosystems? The deserts, forests, mountains, lakes, rivers and agriculture fields are the various ecosystem. All these are included in biodiversity. In each ecosystem, living creatures including humans form a community interacting with one another and with other animals, plants, air, water and soil around them, isn't it? So in all these areas, in all these desert, forest, mountain, lakes, the living organism means it also includes the humans. Okay, it also includes the humans and other creatures like plants, animals. Okay, everything together they form a community. And they interact with each other. They interact with one another, and not only the living creatures but also the air, water and soil also. They are interacting. These living creatures interacts with the non-living things like air, water and soil which are present around them. Okay, children, do you understand? So only the living creatures alone cannot live there or forms a ecosystem. It includes both the living as well as non-living things that forms the ecosystems. Do you understand? So the living things form biotic community. The living things forms biotic community, whereas the non-living things form abiotic community. Okay, the living things form biotic community, whereas the non-living thing form abiotic community. Bio means living. Okay, so living things form the biotic community and non-living things form the abiotic community. Do you understood this? Yes. So biodiversity means the biodiversity includes various ecosystems. The various ecosystems are, what are the various ecosystems? Yes, desert, forest, mountain, lakes, rivers, agriculture, fields. It includes both the living creatures in the sense it includes the humans also, and they interact. The living creatures interact with the air, water and soil. They are all water, non-living things. So only the living things cannot make an ecosystem. Similarly, only the non-living things cannot make an ecosystem. Both living and non-living things has to interact with each other. Is it clear, children? Yes. So what the living things are called? The living things forms the biotic community, whereas non-living things form the abiotic community. Is it clear, children? Hope you so. So the next topic is habitat. In our previous class, that is the living world of plants, we have seen about this habitats. Am I right? So these habitats, what are habitats? Can you refresh your memory? Yes, good. The living place of the plants is called habitat, we have learned. So let us discuss what is a habitat. So fishes, crabs live only in water, while many animals like elephants, tigers and camels live on land, isn't it? Yes. The geographical features and environmental conditions on earth differ from one place to another. Am I right, children? Every living organism does not lives in the same environment. They lives in different environment. And also we very well know that the geographical features and the environmental conditions prevailing on the earth differs from place to place. Am I right? Yes. Though the camel can live anywhere, it is able to live in deserts more comfortably. Am I right? Yes. Camel can live. Even camel is available in the circuses also. You can see camels in the circuses. But it does not live comfortably. It can live comfortably only where? In the deserts. Similarly, polar bears and penguins dwell in cold regions. Polar bears and penguins dwell in cold regions. Living in such harsh conditions require special features in these animals. They help these organisms to live, breed and excel well in that particular living place. Living, okay. So, the polar bears and the penguins, you know about the bears and the penguins. They live in such a harsh means what? Very cold region, no? In Arctic Ocean, in Arctic circle they are living. And Antarctica, you know about Antarctica. It's very cold region, the coldest region on the earth. But they survived there. What made them to live there? Some special features in that animals made the animals to live in such harsh conditions. So such those special features make the organisms to live, breed and excel well in that particular place. Okay, the living or dwelling place of an organism is known as habitat. The living or dwelling place of an organism is known as what? Habitat. Do you understand, children? Yes. What is a habitat? The living or dwelling place of an organism is known as habitat. Okay. So the place where the organisms lives is called to be its habitat. They understood what is an habitat, children? Yes. It is an interesting fact. What it is? In Singapore, it's not present in Antarctica or in Arctic region. Even though it is not present in Arctic or Antarctic region, the Junark Birds Park in Singapore, penguins are kept in big glass case with icebergs and the temperature is maintained at 0 degrees Celsius and below. Okay, the penguins are breeded there. How they are protecting the penguins? Because penguins cannot survive in hot conditions, isn't it? So they are keeping the penguins in a big glass cases, and the glass case is covered with icebergs, and the temperature should be maintained below 0 degree because the icebergs will melt, isn't it? So in order to avoid that, they are maintaining the temperature below 0 degree Celsius. So in some unavoidable situations, the animals are living in different habitat, but they need that comfort zone. Do you understood, children? Hope you have understood the lesson very well. Today's lesson is a quite interesting one, isn't it? So we will continue the same lesson in our forthcoming classes, children. Keep preparing for your oncoming exams, children. Read all the question answers, all the 1 marks thoroughly. Make sure you are well versed in your subject, children. Thank you. Meet you in the next class. Stay home, stay safe, obey your parents. Make your parents to get vaccinated.